I'm Wayne Coulson. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Coulson Aviation. We recently moved out to Thermal Airport in the Palm Springs area. We've leased for a 5-year term a 25,000 square foot hangar and 7,000 of office space, and we're now getting set up where we'll house the 3 C-130s, the 3 Boeing 737s, the 5 Chinooks, and the 3 S-61s and Blackhawks, and kind of run our operations out of the part of California. We do so much work between the air tankers and the helicopters. So we're excited about that move. We're transitioning now. We have a couple Hercs there, and the 47s are all coming back from contracts now in Chile. So we have multiple aircraft in Chile, the largest operator in North America down in that part of the world, as well as Australia. So everything will be heading back home here and being loaded on ships as we get ready for the upcoming fire season here in the United States. Interesting of the season, Chile for the most part was very, very busy, and Australia was the exact opposite. We did more flood relief work in Australia than we did certainly firefighting, but we did get our NVG approvals through CASA. So both Chinooks are now up and operational 24 hours a day. So as we go into next season, we'll be running 24 ops in New South Wales and the state of Victoria. So this upcoming season, we're in a unique position because we'll have aircraft with the U.S. Forest Service, both rotary and fixed. We'll have a couple fixed wing. We'll have a C-130 with CAL FIRE. And then, of course, we have the QRF program, being the 2 Chinooks and the 61 and the S-76 working out of Southern California for the 3 counties. So we have, although we have a very unique fleet of 22 aircraft this coming season on 9 aircraft types, we'll also have a very diverse group of customers, being 3 different groups. One of the things we learned last season in a bunch of trials at the end of the season with QRF is dropping retardant out of the CH-47. And we made the decision to put the CH-47 on the grid this upcoming spring. And the reason we're doing that is what we're seeing is that because we have the same tanking system in the CH-47 that the C-130 has and the Boeing 737 has, that we're able to drop line very, very efficiently out of the CH-47. Although we only are carrying 2,800 gallons of retardant, some of the line lengths we're seeing are comparable to the C-130. And what's driving the difference is when you go on a grid, traditionally the parameters are you have a minimum of a 50-foot wide retardant width drop up to 100. And the C-130 is bang on 100 feet. So we get great performance out of the C-130. However, when we drop the line length or the line width down to 50 feet, we're able to get a significant higher coverage level and long line length. So we think that actually that the CH-47 is going to push the C-130 in line length and coverage level 6, which is what we drop out of the large air tankers 95% of the time in the state of California. So this year in the QRF program, we've actually decided to go with gel on initial attack. So we've put gel injection systems in the twin 47s and the 161, and we'll be IAing with Blaze Tamer. And we're also looking at the option of of course, using the mobile retardant base. MRB will be part of QRF. And looking at the option of a real-time retardant delivery system. And what that would consist of is a truck and pup ex-fuel truck with 3,000 gallons in each tank, and coming in and hover filling from those tanks. And once we get through the grid test, and if we can prove out that the CH-47 is as capable in ways that is a C-130 in line length, then we would look to move retardant on IA with the helicopter. So within a couple hours of any fire, we're IA2, we would have 6,000 gallons for the Helco or AirTac to decide if they want to put retardant on the fire or not to support. And of course the CH-47, we fly retardant as efficiently uphill as we do downhill or sideways. So as far as applying retardant goes, once we prove out again on the grid that we will be a significant tool, and it'll be a force multiplier of retardant. And as an example, we can fly 30 to 40,000 gallons an hour, which could be or would be what a large air tanker would produce all day long in 8 drops. So we're excited to see exactly what we do on the grid. We're going to make it public to the customers, and that's going to be part of the tool in the toolbox to really push where we're at now as far as what we're doing with retardant, and see how much better we can be and more efficient we can be with that product.
Will Coulson be installing the retardant tanks in the former Coast Guard C-130s, and if so, when?
So we have been working on that very long program on installing tanks on CAL FIRE, and I must say that CAL FIRE have been exceptional and pushing hard to try and increase the speed that's at a turtle pace, certainly from our perspective. We're behind on the tanks. It's not for lack of trying and a lack of wanting, or our customer wanting the tanks and want to put them in their C-130s. It's just the process that the government has with the U.S. military to get these tanks built. There is just such a significant process we have to go through. It's just taking far longer than any of us had hoped.